Hey guys, it's Jared, and I've been playing Call of Duty for God knows how long, and I've been playing shooter games literally all my life. Like my brothers let me play Halo at age 3, and I was excited for Call of Duty Vanguard, but no, I'm not. And I'm gonna be honest here, I didn't even play the beta, the pre-out, whatever, builds of Vanguard that they released out into the wild. I didn't play those, because I played a lot of Cold War. I got Dark Matter in Cold War, and Cold War is the first game that I actually got all of the weapons gold in. It's the first game. What really solidified me not wanting to buy Vanguard was the sense of emptiness and wasted time that I felt after playing Cold War and getting Dark Matter. Like, I genuinely feel like I did nothing but waste my time, And I think a lot of that is because, yeah, I have Dark Matter, but like obviously when Vanguard comes out, they're gonna make the Vanguard weapons in Warzone better. They're gonna make those the best guns. So Cold War, like, my camo isn't even gonna matter, right? Dark Matter's not even gonna matter. I don't even like Warzone to begin with. If they're talking about Vanguard and having the armory and making it basically an MW clone, or a mix of Cold War and MW, here's the thing. Cold War with SSBM in it, or SBMM, with, all the grind, with the shop, and the fact that when you finish the game, you don't even like feel a sense of accomplishment. The fact that they took Cold War and I think half the game now is remade maps. I bought Cold War to play Cold War, not to play Black Ops 2 with slightly extra features. And the biggest up for Vanguard is they're like, bro, all these cool new systems, we have it in here. It's ready to go. And it's like, yeah, but how good are those systems, right? Think of Gunfight, right? Gunfight is the only thing that I am really enjoying right now because 6v6 Call of Duty skill-based matchmaking just destroys any chance of fun that you have. I always had a class set up, and this helped me get Dark Matter in Cold War, actually, because I played a lot of hardcore, right? So I always had a class set up ready to counter. Like, I was thinking of what playstyle I was playing, and then I would have classes ready to counter the counter, because what skill-based matchmaking would do is I'd be like rushing. Let's just say you're playing hardcore Nuketown. I'm rushing. 3, 4, 5 games go by, and all of a sudden, everybody that's playing is like camping and holding sight lines. But they suck at challenging, so I have to pick a class out that's camping and holding sight lines, and camp and hold sight lines for however long it takes for the rushers to come back. Then I grab my SMG or shotgun and start rushing. It was so stupid. Someone, when they have all of the gold weapons or, Dark Matter, whatever you want to call it, should feel a sense of pride. You should feel like, yeah, I got this. Not like, all right, my job is over. I've dedicated hours and hours and hours and hours to this game. I feel like it's just not worth it because skill-based matchmaking kind of gives and takes, so it feels like it affected how I got it. Right? I'm thinking back to the rocket launcher challenges, right? I did all the rocket launcher challenges all at once. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to strap in. I'm going to hit these shots. Whatever. That's fine. And after I was done, it took 10 or 20 games before I stopped destroying lobbies and just did good. And that's just not fun to me. And that's exactly what I know Vanguard's going to be. Vanguard's going to have a shop that, the entire game is going to be a shop. It's not a fucking game. It's a shop, That's what I feel like I'm getting nowadays. I didn't even buy Cold War, and I don't want to buy Vanguard either. It's kind of ironic. I got Dark Matter on Cold War. I didn't buy it. But dude, I just expect the worst from Call of Duty. And I think a lot of us who played Call of Duty in the golden times or even after that, really, I would say Call of Duty before Black Ops 3, any of those games, if you played a lot back then, you kind of hope that maybe this next game is different. Maybe COD World War II is different. Oh, they have the supply drops. If it wasn't for supply drops, I would have loved COD World War II, but literally the supply drops ruined the game for me. If we played Modern Warfare, it's okay, but all of a sudden there's skill-based matchmaking, there's the shop. oh, you can there's 50 different attachments on your gun, but 30 of them are absolute dog shit useless. Like, dude, I even remember in Cold War, I never used all the barrel attachments because half of them were useless. I'm tired of this, but when I always play a COD game, a new one, I just hope that it feels something like the game that I played that got me hooked on the series in the first place. And it never happens. It never happens. It's like the ultimate carrot on a stick paradox. It's like, don't do carrots in front of you. And you're just like, I want it. And as you reach forward, it goes away. And what are you stuck with? You're stuck in what feels like just a fucking virtual storefront. You know? I mean, I guess it's not like FIFA, but it's still pretty bad. Plus all the shit that Activision did, it's kind of, you know, they're creating this trash game, right? And then they're also treating their employees like trash. It's a pretty good excuse for a lot of people to not buy the game. I think a lot of gamers deep down who play in the first-person shooter space at some point have played Call of Duty. And, you know, it's the best-selling game, like, every single goddamn year. It just is. And I think that shows how many people are still at least interested in Call of Duty and the kind of cultural, I guess, impact it had on us. If you guys watch Gary Vaynerchuk, years ago, I think like 2 or 3 years ago, he was trying to get into esports. And he is not like a modern gamer at all. He's a business person, right? And he picked Call of Duty specifically because he said that if you talk to just random people, what's the video game that they all go with? It's not Mario, right? Not Zelda. It's Call of Duty. That is the game that most people, if they like play casually, if they associate with video games, that's the game. And I think that that's something that, you know, a lot of us in the community who are usually really active in it kind of forget that Call of Duty has this like super casual appeal, right? Most games have the casual and the hardcore appeal. Call of Duty has like the third ring of super casual appeal that, like, I bet people in middle school, you know, back when they were in middle school, high school, they played a lot. Hell, there's this guy I watch named Roberto Blake, and before he really started taking his business seriously, he's like, dude, yeah, I spent lots of time on Call of Duty every night. And it's like, dude, the most random people have played and grinded Call of Duty at some point. And that's why it's just so popular. But yeah, dude, I'm not excited for Vanguard. I'm tired of playing, like, specifically from MW to Cold War. It literally felt like the same game. You know, I was like, oh, MW has an Uzi, Cold War has the Milano. MW has the FAMAS, Cold War has the FAFAR. Like, every single, like, you're like, all right, there's the M4 and the AK combo, where the M4 is more accurate, the AK does more damage. Then we have an M16, which does more damage, is a little bit harder to control. The AUG was kind of weird, but it just felt like an M16. Then you had your 2 semi-auto rifles. Then you had the sniper rifles that all, like, the Barrett for some reason was it was the semi-auto weak one. Then you had the LW3, which was the heavy hitting bolt action one. Then you had the Pellington, which was the slow hitting or the fast firing, slightly less damage sniper. Like, every single, I guess, subclass of weapon was in there, and no more at launch. Right? Eventually they started adding guns, but they just felt the same. Right? I played with not the Galil, the other one, the Para 83 or whatever. And it's like, dude, I used it. I was like, this feels like just another assault rifle. Like, I don't get it, you know. So that's kind of my big rant on why I just don't want Vanguard. I'm not interested, you know. I got Dark Matter in Black Ops Cold War, and I feel like I wasted my life just like I did. I almost got Chrome in COD World War II. I literally just need to get like 9 things on a rocket launcher and I'm good to go. I don't want Chrome, dude. It just feels like a waste of time. I'm like, I don't know what level I am in Cold War. It feels like a waste of time, you know? If your game feels like a waste of time, I'm not gonna risk it anymore with the next entry. Because I like to think, you know, if I had all that time back, right? If I just had all that time back playing World War II, right? Because it really wasn't fun at a certain point. You know, you just kind of played it to grind. It's like, okay, if I had all that time back, what could I do with that time? If I had all that time back in Cold War, what could I do? You know, if I had all that time back playing MW, what could I do with that time? So I just feel like I'm nothing more than someone that buys a storefront if I buy Call of Duty. So anyways, that's my rant. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below. Guys, this has been Jared screaming and yelling and cussing at the camera about a stupid fucking video game, and I will see you in the next one.